Welcome to this lesson on the banker-customer relationship, a critical concept in banking and financial services. Today, we'll explore the legal definitions of banker and customer, as well as the various facets of their relationship, including the roles of agent and principal, fiduciary duties, debtor-creditor dynamics, and the constructive trustee-beneficiary relationship. Let's dive in. Let's start with the definition of a banker. The definition can be categorized into three main sources: judicial, textbook, and statutory. Judicial definitions: Bank of Chettinad-Fof, Commissioner of Income Tax, Colombo, 1948. The term banking and bank can have different meanings at various times and places, reflecting the diverse habits and degrees of civilization. Bank of New South Wales, First Commonwealth, 1948. According to Dixon J., the meaning of banking varies over time and across regions, deeply ingrained in the community's commercial, economic and social fabric. Commonwealth v. Bank of New South Wales, 1950. Banking involves activities like creating and transferring credit, making loans and managing investments. United Dominions, Trust, Lieutenant v. Kirkwood, 1966. Lord Diplock emphasizes that banking fundamentally requires a banker to accept and manage money on a running account with funds deposited and withdrawn by the customer. Textbook definitions. Paget's Law of Banking defines a banker as one who accepts money on current accounts, pays checks on demand, and collects checks for customers. Halsbury's Laws of England describes a banker as an entity, whether individual, partnership, or corporation, primarily engaged in banking activities like receiving deposits and paying checks. Statutory definitions: Financial Services Act 2013. While the term banker isn't explicitly defined, banking business is detailed in Section 2, covering activities such as accepting deposits, managing checks, and providing finance. Bills of Exchange Act 1949, Section 2. The Act defines a banker broadly as any entity engaged in banking, though it doesn't specify what constitutes banking business. Now, let's look at the definition of a customer. Unlike the term banker, the definition of customer is not clearly provided in the Financial Services Act 2013. However, we can refer to judicial interpretations for clarity. Judicial definitions. Robinson v. Midland Bank, dated 1925. The Court of Appeal ruled that a banking relationship is established when both parties intend to enter into it, signified by an account through which transactions are conducted. Oriental Bank of Malaya v. Rubber Industry, Replanting Board, 1957. The court held that as soon as a person's money is accepted by a bank with the understanding that they can draw checks against it, they are considered a customer. Barclays Bank, Lieutenant v. Okanarhe, 1966. The court decided that a person cashing a check without an account is not a customer. The bank is merely providing a casual service. The banker-customer relationship is primarily based on the law of contract, with the terms being either implied or express. Types of relationships. Debtor-creditor relationship, Foley v. Hill, 1848. In this case, it was established that when a customer deposits money, the banker becomes a debtor, and when the customer borrows, they become the creditor. The bank is not liable for how it uses the money, provided it repays the customer on demand. Agent-principal relationship, Westminster Bank, Loaded v. Hilton, 1926. The court explained that when a customer gives a bank instructions, the bank acts as an agent to execute those instructions, such as collecting checks. Fiduciary relationship, Woods v. Martin Bank, Lutted and Unor, 1959. Here, the court ruled that a bank must avoid conflicts of interest and not exploit a customer, especially when managing trust funds. Constructive trustee and beneficiary relationship, Barnes v. Addy, 1874. The court laid out conditions under which a bank could be held as a constructive trustee, particularly if it knowingly assists in a breach of trust. Lipkin-Gurman v. Carpnale Limited and Lloyds Bank plc, 1992. In this case, the bank was not held liable as it didn't provide knowing assistance. Tan Kok Ming, Philip v. Royal Brunei Airlines, 1994. The court emphasized that dishonesty, rather than mere knowledge, was required to hold someone liable as a constructive trustee. United Merchant Finance, Berhadva Majlis Agama Islam Johor, 1999. The court found that a bank could be held as a constructive trustee if it failed to return deposited funds as per the agreed terms. In conclusion, the banker-customer relationship is multifaceted, involving various legal duties and responsibilities. Understanding these relationships is essential for anyone involved in banking or financial services. This knowledge not only helps in navigating the legal landscape, but also in fostering trust and accountability in financial transactions. Thank you for watching this lesson on the nature of the banker-customer relationship. Be sure to review the material and reflect on how these principles apply in real-world banking scenarios.